afternoon, everyone. My dear colleagues, the Sambiang Bayan, our guests, the Barangay Council of Barangay. This committee hearing on the proposed annual budget of Barangay Salay for 2024 amounted to 7,681,059 pesos is now called to order. The chair would like to acknowledge the presence of the committee members of the Committee on Appropriations, Ways and Means, and the Anbang Sambiang Bayan. Of course, we have the Vice Chair of the Committee on Appropriations, Councilor Jimmy Cuyate. We have Councilor Attorney Fernando Cabrera, Councilor Tony Joseph Manuel Serra, Councilor Christopher Romero, our SK Federation President, Councilor Mark Harold Bautista, our Liga ng mga Barangay President, Councilor Florida Avalos, our Municipal Planning and Development Officer, Ma'am Milagros Padilla, our BILG staff from BILG Office Mangalan, Ma'am Catherine Velasquez, who is also from Mangalan, our SB Secretary, Sir Juan Aquino, our SB staff, sa ating lahat, magandang hapon po. At this juncture, may I ask our guests to please state your name and your position for record purposes po. Let's start with our dear Kapitana.
Hello, good afternoon. Saksi ako po ang kakawat ng report ng Salay. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. Barangay Kakawat Erlinda, Pinto Barangay Salay. Thank you po. Good afternoon to all. I am Betis Isakaw, Barangay Secretary.
Santos yung ngayon ay kaawal si Katin Ami, Iso sa Ventura, Barangay Caldo, Barangay Salay.
Good afternoon po. Janay Cabalo, Wednesday, Kagawa ng Barangay Salay.
Good afternoon po. I am Yuki sa State Kagawa ng Barangay Salay. Good afternoon everyone. I am America State Kagawa.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Angelica Velasquez, State Kagawa.
Good afternoon po. My name is Jenny Vergara, State Kagawa po.
Good afternoon po. My name is Gerald Abrigo, State Kagawa, Barangay Salay.
Good day po. Ako si Aling Marie Ventura Perez, State Kagawa.
Good afternoon po. My name is JP Abrigo, State Treasurer ng Barangay Salay.
Again, so with the majority of the members of Sambiang Barangay, as well as Sambiang Kabataan, there is a quorum, no? There's a presence of a quorum. So we proceed with the business for today's committee hearing. Alright. Let's put on the record to our dear colleagues, for record purposes, the Sambiang Bayan received a letter was signed by the Regional Director of Department of Budget and Management Region 1 dated January 3, 2024, addressed to Mayor Bonifacio Rivera Parejo regarding the final 2024 National Tax Allotment shares of LGUs. No? We are stating this for record purposes dahil ang natanggap po ng Sangguniang Bayan noong January 5, 2024 ang initial na ginamit namin basis sa pag-check ng mga projects. Apparently, noong January 3 pala, naglabas sumulat ang BBM Regional Director sa ating Mayor regarding the final NPA shares. No? So, dahil natanggap po natin ito ngayong araw lamang, ito na po yung gagamitin natin basihan sa mga susunod pang NPA shares o ERA. Ito yung tinatawag na ERA na budget ng mga bayan. For record purposes, ang budget ng Barangay Salay ay naaprubahan ng kanilang Consejo noong January 16 at natanggap ng Sangguniang Bayan noong May 20 at ang first committee hearing is scheduled today, May 29. Meron din po itong letter of endorsement from the local finance committee signed by the budget officer of the Economic Planning and Development Coordinator, Magmila, and the municipal treasurer, Ma'am Mary Lugarino. Okay? So, punta na po tayo doon sa meat ng ating budget hearing. But we acknowledge the presence of our budget, our municipal treasurer, Mama Lugarino, our municipal accountant, Ma'am Joyce Bulata, So for this afternoon, ang inihiling na lamang po natin ay yung ating budget. Right? Punta naman tayo doon sa page. Doon tayo sa general fund, particularly signed by the treasurer, Josefina Sorgano, Secretary, currently sampled and approved by the Punong Barangay. Okay. So, dito tayo sa maraming parts yung budget. Meron dyan yung ating fund sources and then expenditure program ninyo. Pero bago tayo pumunta doon sa expenditure program ng barangay, punta muna tayo doon sa mga local... Hello? Yan. Punta muna tayo doon sa local budget sources. Okay? So, nakikita ko natin dito, yan.
Yung sa real property tax na shares sa office ko ba yun? And then yung sa community tax sa office ko.
Lahat ng share ng barangay.
Hello?
So, maraming sources of income ng LGU. Pwede natin ang tax revenue, service and business income, shares and grants and donations, and miscellaneous income. Ito po ay nakabase dito sa Local Government Accounting Manual ng LGU. This is from COA to ma'am, no? COA. This is from the Commission on Audit, no? So, tingnan natin dito yung different sources of income. And makikita natin dito ang inyong budget, ang shares in real property tax ay bumaba, no? From last year's 400,000, ito ay naging 330,000 pesos na. Is this updated po, Ana, for 2024? Very good. This is estimated, no? Correct. Estimated because hindi pa natin nakuha yung actual. Very good. Next, ito yung internal revenue or national tax allotment, no? Allocation na 7.2 million. Ito po ba yung base dito sa latest? Sana 7.2 sa Yes, correct. This is the latest
business taxes sa store and retailers, nakikita po natin ang nandun like 20,000 pesos. Just for clarification, itong business taxes, ito po ba yung sinisingil ng munisipyo pag may nag-a-apply ng business permit sa munisipyo na mula sa inyong barangay? Kapitan.
Alright, business clearance. Ano yung difference po ba ng business clearance at business permit?
Before na kukuha sila ng business permit sila sa munisipyo, kukuha muna sila ng business clearance sa barangay.
Okay. The chair would like to acknowledge Councilor Joel Meneses also. So business taxes, ito yung business clearance. Magkano sinisingil po ninyo sa business clearance for business taxes?
Depende po dun sa kung ano yung klase ng business nila.
Alright, may ordinance po ba kayo para dito na maningil?
Base dun sa previous ordinance ng administration.
Alright, so meron yung previous, no? Ito po yung na-aprobahan ng Sangguniang Bayan doon sa inyong barangay tax ordinance noong 2019 na nakapaloob sa business clearance. Ayun po ay nakakategorize sa business permit, no? Okay. Now, yung community tax na, other taxes, ang nasa ilalim mo dito is community tax. Nakikita po natin dito na from previous year, na meron po dyan yung 2022, ang actual na community tax ninyo, 60,000. Noong 2023, meron dyan estimated noong second semester, 70,000. Bakit po this year, 2024, nakita natin sa community tax po ninyo, 0 po ang nakalagay? Kapitan.
Dahil hindi na po kami naniningil ng community tax, hindi na kami
Correct. Hindi na po kayo naniningil ng sedula sa barangay. Pero, ang nandun po ay ang barangay treasurer at kapitan maniningil saan po kayo maniningil na ngayon? Sa munisipyo na po ngayon.
Yun ang
Okay.
hindi po namin alam.
Okay, so very good. At least nakakapag-share po tayo. Since nandito po ang ating municipal accountant, Ma'am Josie, may we know po kung magkano po ba ang community tax na idadagdag para sa budget ng Barangay Salay for 2024 po, ma'am? Projection.
Good afternoon po. Regarding po doon sa community tax, I think hindi na na-deputize ang barangay. So wala na silang authority to collect community tax.
Yes, ma'am.
Deputize, centralized siya sa treasury po kasi ang collection.
Correct.
So wala po mag-reflect ng community tax.
Alright. Pero may share po sila sa 50% sa actual na makukolekta. Tama po ba, Ma'am Josie?
Yes po.
Alright. So, ilan po yung share na pwedeng ilagay dyan ng Barangay Salay na idagdag sa budget for 2024?
As to estimate kasi ang CTC is hindi upon request ng mga residents yung payment niya, di ba? So, yung estimate, I think si Municipal Treasurer as yung kapabili ng estimate ng collection.
Municipal Treasurer, Ma'am Marilyn Gavino, i-ask po.
Magandang masok po sa inyo. As to estimate, sir, mas maganda po yung conservative yung estimate nila sa makukolekta sa community tax certificate. Kasi po as of 2023, wala po kasing summary nung mga nai-release na namin sa inyo na share.
Alright, so wala bang...
Hindi ako aware na matatanong kasi
Alright, okay.
I'm sorry po.
Okay na po. So wala pa yung summary noong collectible. So at least, it's okay po, Ma'am
Malu, thank you po for the information. At least, alam po ng Barangay Council na pwede nyo po tanongin sa treasurer para may dagdag niyo po dyan, no? Take note, noong 2022, ang actual, hindi to estimate, ang actual po na community tax ng Barangay Sala is 60,000. And last year, 2023, ang estimated na community tax po ninyo is 70,000. So, para naman po hindi maging zero yung inyong 2024 sa community tax, ay puntahan na lang po natin ang ating treasurer at itanong po doon kung magkano po yung inyong idadagdag po dito sa inyong budget para hindi zero. Okay? Sige po, thank you. Let's now go to dun sa provincial aid. May nilagay po kayong 10,000 dyan. May we know po kung ano po yung provincial aid na ito po, Kapitana, dun sa 10,000 pesos na nandyan po.
Yun yung binabayaran niya. Na-receive na rin yata sa province.
Na-receive niyo po. Anong tawag sa ano na yun po? Nagbibigay po sila. At this juncture, may we acknowledge the presence of our Municipal Budget Officer, Ma'am Benny Pitonio. Thank you po, ma'am, for your presence. Okay, so may binibigay po na 10K ang province. Is this uniform or sa salay lang po may ganito? We are asking po para, pati kasi sa ibang barangay, nasilip lang yung budget nila. Zero ang provincial aid nila.
Ngayon wala pa.
Ngayon wala. Parang projection pa lang po, estimate na.
Nag-estimate kami nila na namin ng 10. At never na may dumating at least.
Nakalagay. Okay. Thank you po. And municipal aid, ito po. Yung municipal aid po ninyo, ang nakalagay dyan is 50,000 pesos. Opo. Ito po, estimate lang din po ba ito? Or, kasi titignan natin, in 2022, ang actual na municipal aid ninyo is 75,000. Noong 2023, ang estimated ay 50,000. And this year, estimated 50,000. Estimated po.
Opo. Hindi na
Pero, alam ko, wala pa kasing nakapost na report, no? Pero doon sa 2023, na estimated 50,000 na municipal aid, ilang po yung actual na natanggap niyo po doon? Ay. Hindi po ba mataas yung 50,000 na estimate niyo? 30. Okay, sige. Alright. Okay, estimated. Alright. Okay, thank you po. Alright. Ito, before I ask my colleagues po dito, no, punta rin po tayo, last question ko na lang po dito sa local sources natin. Local sources, nakalagay din po dito yung clearance/certification fees business permit. Iba pa po ba ito doon sa business taxes? Kasi ang nakalagay po dito for 2024, zero po. Pero ang actual, noong 2022, 150,000 pesos. Ang estimated naman po last year, 250,000 pesos. Pero this year, zero yung nakalagay po. Any reason po kung bakit zero na po yung nakalagay?
Hindi po kami nananingil number. Wala kami business permit, tapos hindi kami nananingil ng barangay clearance po. Hindi clearance po.
No more collection po. Bakit po no more collection na po? Yung halimbawa, may magpapagawa, may mga kailangan nila yung mga buildings, ganun, kailangan po nila ng barangay certification, yung mga for job employment, hindi po kayo naniningil po doon. Hindi na po. Okay. Okay. Ito suggestion lang po, siguro you might want to reconsider po na baka gusto nyo po maningil, and we will see din po baka nandun sa revenue code po ninyo, no? Because we're looking at it as local source din. Kasi gumagastos din po kayo ng coupon, ng ink, no? Baka lang po ma-consider din po ninyo, no? Kasi yung ibang barangay po, pag may nagpapagawa, kasi sinisingil daw nila 200 pesos. Yung ibang 20 pesos for individual. Pero for companies, may 200 pesos per certificate naman. Alright? So zero po talaga to. Alright. So with that, other receipts, wala na po. Ang total po ninyo na local source ay 7.6 million po, no? Okay.
Any other questions po for my colleagues doon sa local revenue sources natin before tayo pumunta sa expenditure program ng barangay? Yes, Councilor John Cabrera, you're recognized.
Thank you. Regarding dun sa mga projected amounts na nilagay na zero or walang nilagay, specifically yung community tax. You said a while ago na pwede nilang puntahan ng ating municipal treasurer para malaman kung magkano yung share nila, supposed to be ilalagay. Is this mandatory na kailangan ilagay? Because pag nilagay natin yung mababago lahat.
Yes, correct.
Correct, mababago lahat. Or can this be done even sa next submission ng budget nila? Kasi pwede naman nang ilagay yung talagang na-receive nila for this year. Just to avoid it, kasi sigurado ako marami pang mababago dito.
Marami talaga.
Yes. Can that be done? Na parang kung ano yung ma-receive nila this year, can that be indicated in the next proposed budget na yun talaga yung na-receive nila for 2024?
Yes, Councilor Joe, thank you. Before we answer, we go to Councilor Joseph. Sarah also.
Or the earnings that the barangay Salay may have could be considered as the revenue.
Alright, okay. So thank you for those questions. No? We have here our budget officer, our local finance. So we also seek their guidance on this matter. Ma'am Benny.
Magandang hapon po. Sorry for coming in late. Urgent natin. The question is, kung mababuhin na yung prepare nilang annual budget, in case ma-reflect yung actual na income o yung share ng barangay. Actually, we can proceed with what they have reflected in their annual budget, and yung whatever difference, kung may dumating na mas malaki, halimbawa, example, yung sa NPA, can be treated as additional income subject to supplemental budget. Yun, magsusupplemental budget sila. Kung may dumating na mas malaking income. Kaya tayo naglalagay ng mga estimates lang. Parang sa receiver din, within the period that we have to prepare the annual budget, indicative era yung nire-reflect natin doon. Same is true with sa barangays, may silang indicative era. Kasi pag nag-release ng NPA, and I should be speaking of NPA na hindi na pila, pag nagre-release ng indicative era ang BBM, indicative NPA, I should say, kalaki-palaki doon yung indicative NPA din ng mga barangays ng munisipyo, 30 barangays. Example, for 2024, dumating lang yung final NPA figure ng munisipyo as well as the barangays, January 3, yung fecha ng municipal. So definitely, for this year, pwede na natin kasi na medyo late, pwede na nilang i-reflect yung final NPA figure nila. May comment kanina, what if yung dumating na share from the provincial government ay mas malaki kaysa dun sa nireflect sa budget na annually? Yun, subject to supplemental budget. Okay? Kung may difference o mas malaki yung final NPA doon sa indicative NPA, so subject to supplemental budget pa rin. Kukunan pa rin yung 5% for calamity, 20% of the increase will go to development projects, and so on. Subject to supplemental budget kung may difference in the figures. So,
Okay, I have a clarification, Ma'am Benny. So meaning, kasi ako ang tinitingnan ko doon yung effect, no? Because again, pag hindi natin isasama ang mga amount na yun, figures like community tax, and then yung mga ibang dapat ilagay dito, is ma-apektuhan. Ang effect nun, ma-apektuhan yung total amount of their budget, right? So halimbawa, if magdadagdag sila dyan, so tataas yung annual budget nila based on the projected community tax. It means it will follow na maaapektuhan po niya yung 10% SK fund, which is from the total amount of the sources no revenue. And ayun po, yung maapektuhan din po yung mga ibang percentage ng ano. So you're saying, ma'am, na kasi, halimbawa, for example, late naman na po yung submission ng budget. Late naman na po sila, bakit hindi na po natin i-perfecto, no? Para makuha na yung actual na amount. Diba? When I say late, may supplemental budget naman na po. I mean, reenacted budget naman na po sila. So, this can be done if they will just add it and do the effects. Or tama po ba yung effects, Ma'am Benny, na maapektuhan ng 10% ng SK fund and everything?
yes, Your Honor, you are perfectly correct na maapektuhan. Pero, we need not resort to a reenacted budget when they can pass their annual budget na po. Kasi the more now we defer the passage of an annual budget, defer din yung kanilang implementation ng new development projects sa barangay. Anyway, mariresolve yung 10%, 5%, and so forth na percent through a supplemental budget. Bali, makukorek yung deficiency whatsoever ng supplemental budget. Pero we are appealing to the Sangguniang Bayan this time that we shall we say fast track yung passage ng kanilang annual budget para sa akin it's a very poor indicator of performance yung reenacted yung budget.
Yes. But the way we see it, Ma'am Benny, let me just correct it. Hindi po kami ang nagpapatagal dito. Again, natanggap lang po namin ito noong May 20. In-schedule po namin agad. No? It was received ng Sangguniang Bayan May 20. No, May 20. So, in-schedule namin po agad ito. So, hindi po namin ito pinapatagal. Yung hearing niyo, actually, supposedly sa Friday pa to. Pero sabi namin, i-hearing na natin para ma-hearing natin lahat ng barangays na nag-submit. No? Medyo natagalan lang po ata siguro because of the new forms na ginawa. No? So, ayun. But again, with the guidance of our budget officer, we can also pass this, making sure na yung mga additional income nyo, para hindi na maulit, no? Kasi June, preparation na naman po ng budget nyo, and October, submission nyo sa amin. We need to see that by 2025 po, kasama nila community tax doon sa inyong budget, and also yung other expenses po ninyo, no? So, with that, any additional po from our DLG or Ma'am Planning? Thank you, Ma'am Budget Officer. Thank you po.
If I may, I think umano po sa local finance ng munisipyo at in-endorse na rin po namin sa local finance for your approval. In fact, sa amin sa planning niya, yung chine-check namin sa 20% at sa GAD, talagang uulitin na, no, wala ramay items yan hindi pasado sa projects ng 20% development fund. Hindi namin pinipirmahan, pinapaulit talaga.
Very good.
So, marami na po silang pinagdaanan.
Thank you po. Ako naman, ang chine-check namin is doon sa local sources. Why? Because, Ma'am Mila, some kasi, like, this is not for salary lamang. May ibang barangay po kasi, Ma'am Mila, na nangongolekta sila. Ilalagay nila doon, business permit, pero wala silang ordinance.
Yung iba naman, may ordinance sila, pero hindi sila nakukolekta. No, they're not implementing their own ordinance. So, ang check namin talaga is, ini-implement nyo ba yung mismong ordinance ninyo? For example, meron din po doon kasi yung ibang barangay, check po namin. Mamaya, pag-expenditure program na po, titignan po namin yung mga utang sa basura, utang sa kuryente from Silperco, and other utility expenses pa po, no? But that will be later. But again, thank you, Ma'am Mila, for your initiative. Check po ninyo. Kasi hindi na po namin mag-isa-isa din po yun, yung 5% and then 20%, no? So, thank you po. So, any questions po doon? Yes. Additional, Ma'am Penny, please. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Hindi po namin sinasabi na inaapuran na dito sa SB yung approval ng kanilang annual budgets. Gusto ko lang po i-present para sa kaalaman natin na almost 18 ang bago nating barangay treasurers. And hindi ko naman sinisiraan yung mga lumang treasurers na kahit luma na sila, may mga kulang pa rin. The accounting office, with due respect dun sa mga luma na treasurers who are performing, yung sinasabi ko, although matagal na rin sila sa posisyon, pero hindi pa masyadong magamay yung halimbawa, needed documents para sa kanilang mga expenditures, which are supposed to be reports are be submitted on time sa accounting office. Mag-chain reaction po yan eh. Kung hindi sila nagsasubmit sa accounting through the bookkeepers, wala, matatibala din yung pag-review ng accounting para ma-reflect yung actual figures dyan ng actual expenditures and income sa 2022-2023. Again, let me go back to saying that 18 yung ating mga baguhang treasurers. And therefore, we have to extend extra mile to tutor to assist them para walang iiwan na barangay ng mga dan.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Benny, for your assistance and for your guidance as well. Councilor Joseph.
Thank you, Councilor Alvin. There was a time when we had to rely so much on the local finance committee in relation to the budget sought to be reviewed by the barangays, notably the municipal budget officer, the municipal planning development coordinator, and municipal treasurer, who acts as a caveat emptor in all the budgets that have been submitted to the Sangguniang Bayan. There was a discussion in the previous years on the cover letter sent to the Sangguniang Bayan, the municipal vice mayor, which, if we may suggest, so that it would inspire more confidence to a point that when these budgets would be in the hands of the Sangguniang Bayan for review, that if they could only change a phrase in these cover letters, because Madam Piconio, Madam Padilla, Madam Gadino, and their cover letter provides that they mentioned about the annual budget of the aforementioned barangay for calendar year 2024, but they have stated that they could be declared operative in its entirety, but there are conditions. We would want the budget to succeed and be approved in due haste, but we would also like that this letter would be read without, with all due respect, without any of the caveats, kasi nakasulat dito, subject to the following conditions. That really would make the chairman of the Committee on Appropriation and some members of the Sangguniang Bayan to reflect deeply, because it would be as if that they may have been vouching for the integrity of the budget, but at the same time, they have enumerated 5 conditions na sasabi, okay itong budget na to. Pero, basta yung programs, project activities, dapat in accordance with the Super-Parliamentary Development Fund at FY 2024. They have enumerated 5 conditions. Would there be any instance na pag may caveat na ng Local Finance Committee without any of these conditions stated, then we would have more confidence in having these budgets approved immediately, even and then the chairman of the Committee of Appropriation can also immediately resolve these matters. I would like to bring this to the attention of the Finance Committee.
Thank you, Sir Joseph, for that very legit observation. But actually, I have to admit that we patterned our transmittal dun sa review ng ating Provincial Finance Committee din as they transmit the reviews to the panalamigan as they review our municipal budgets. Anyway, our intention is to give emphasis sa mga provisions na yun that they have to comply. Although, of course, as we review them, meron na kami, ngayon lang, sa budget office, ngayon lang kami gumawa ng review worksheet. Meron ba ito? Tama ba yung computation ito? It's only this year that we adapted that. Although it was already suggested for the past auditor, may lang namin.
If I may kasi yung sa budget ng Monaldan, pagkatapos ng pag-delivery dito, sinasubmit din sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan at nire-review ito ng abogado doon, yung Provincial Legal Office, at sinasaad din in particular yung kailangang baguhin. At kami naman nagpo-comply kaagad. Yung nandun, pag nakikita yung opinion ng Provincial Legal Office at saka yung sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan Secretary na nag-comply na kami, ang nangyayari lang, just lang namin yung pangalan namin, at saka merong request for its approval in 2 minutes, tapos na. Siguro, kung ang nag-acto in place of the Provincial Legal Office would be the Local Finance Department Committee, na kung talagang there is the approval na walang violation ito sa lahat ng mga audit practices at sa mga percentages na kailangan na nilagay, siguro mas mapapa-expedite yung pag-review ng budget ng Sangguniang Bayan. Would that be possible, Madam Mayor?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, possible din yan. Shortcut na namin. We need the necessary recommendation that their budget can be considered.
Opo. Which means na wala na yung mga observations na parang naka-indicate doon sa budget. Parang alam na nila, aayusin na nila yan. At pag nandito na, almost parang as chairman ng Committee on Appropriation to a point na nagiging, although hindi naman ministerial kasi i-review ba, pero magiging ministerial pag-review ng budget ng barangay.
In answer to that,
Yes,
Your Honor, if you do that, baka dadalawang budget lang ng barangays. 2 barangays lang ang makakarating dito. That I can assure you. Pero the rest, syempre, ay tutulungan pa namin. Kaya namin nilalagay yung lang emphasis. For them. Kasi actually, minsan sila na yung sila or with the help of some may mga tutors din sila ng ibang barangays. Ito.
Hindi kasi pag dalawang barangay lang, ibig sabihin, Madam, is there an acknowledgement that there are items that needed to be perfected para walang violation sa auditing o sa budget mismo?
Kaya dadalawa ko ang sinabi ko na talagang dalawa lang yung barangay na makaka-comply is considering the timeliness ng pagsubmit din nila ng mga reports, financial reports nila sa accounting office. And that would really determine kung maaga ba nilang magagawa yung budget nila. Or, kasi late na nga yung submission nila ng mga reports na kailangan nilang iparating sa accounting. Therefore, again, chain reaction, malilipin yung mga statements nila ng actual income expenditures ng preceding year, current year.
But given your statement na parang dalawa lang barangay makapag-comply, would you consider the remaining 28 barangays who would be in substantial compliance with the making of the budget, papasa-pasa inyo po, in that they would not be violating any criminal statutes, auditing procedures, or the local government code in particular, Madam Mayor? So,
actually, yung mga, if you will refer to their actual budgets, makikita niyo po yung actual figures dyan ng 2022, 2023. Yung reports nila sa accounting, mabe-verify din ng accounting office yan kung on time yung submission nila. Ngayon, kung hindi on time, may mga 2022 pa na hindi pa nagagawa, and yet it is now 2024. Kung hihintayin namin yun, para namin ma-declare, ma-recommend for declaration na operative in their entirety.
Pero, Attorney, Madam Ben,
yes,
are you stating before the members of the Sangguniang Bayan and the community of the barangay officials of Salay that there are self-correcting measures and that they would not be in any trouble in respect to the present budget that they are submitting for review of Sangguniang Bayan?
Yes po. Opo, kasi our imprimators po in their documents, we are also liable. Kaya yung mga hindi nag-submit para etong 2024 ay mapastak natin in consideration of new barangay treasurers at ipipino na lang natin sa budget 2025, and that I am appealing to the committee para walang maiiwan na barangay.
May abogado po ang barangay na natin na our budget. But thank you again, Ma'am Benny, and it's an insight, no? It's an opening insight din po sa amin, sa committee, na may ganun din pala tayong concerns, no? Na dapat pala talaga i-check, no? Again, yes, we acknowledge that there are 18 new treasurers and we have 17 first term again na mga kapitan, like si kapitan na returning kapitan, no? So we're also here to guide, and we're just being careful din dito talaga kasi if something happens, gaya ng principal ni Councilor Joel, di ba? If may mangyayari sa inyo, kami rin ang balik niyan kasi kami nag-approve ng budget nyo, no? But again, the accountability, the budget execution lies on the barangay din po. So if may kasuhan, it will be on the execution na ng budget. Pero hopefully, hindi naman po because we will not allow that also to happen because we are here to check us. Okay, so we now, any other questions po, some sources of funds before we go to the expenditure program po? Hearing none, let's proceed no, sa expenditure. Unahin natin ang personal services bago yung MOE at yung capital outlay and other SPAs. No? Sa personal services, Kapitana, doon sa honorarium, nagtaas po kayo ng from 3.3 million last year, naging 3.4 million. Ano po yung dahilan ng pagtaas? Mayroon po bang mga bago na posisyon na ginawa sa barangay this year, Kapitana?
Bali, nagdagdag po kami sa nagkapakaya pa lang ng 5. Dati 10. Naging 20.
Alright, so nagdagdag po, no?
Tapos yung dati, ang bill nila dati 12, ngayon 13. Same, ang tapos 20.
So same people.
Or same number?
Same number.
May mga bago. Okay, so i-comment din po namin ang inyong barangay council dahil po nag-sacrifice po kayo at wala po kayong nilagay dyan na 13th month pay, no? Tama ba? Oo, kasi ang actual noong 2022, merong 184,000 na 13th month pay. Pero this year, hanggang last year, 0 po. No? Thank you po. So, doon po, ayan. So, okay naman po. Any other questions sa personal services, pasahod, mga tao? Wala naman na po. Let's go sa MOE. No? Ang ating makikita dyan na mapapansin po agad sa advertising expense from last year, ang 2022 actual is 5,000. Last year ang estimated budget na inappropriate for advertising expense 5,000. This year po, bakit po 0? Nawala na po yung advertising expense ng Barangay Council, Kapitan. Wala na po. Wala na po. Alright. 0 na. That's very good. Thank you. Okay. Electricity po ninyo. Electricity expense, no? From 450 to 320. Bumaba yung ating estimate, Kapitana. Kumusta po ang...
Minsan naman kasi mataas ang kuryente, minsan naman mababa.
Okay po. So, estimate lang din naman po, no? Pero, ayun, speaking of electricity, meron po ba kayong, kumusta po ang pagbabayad po ninyo sa Barangay Salay? Meron po kaming natanggap mula sa Sinpelco. Update na po kayo. Okay, kasi ayun, no, pero nakita ko dito sa listahan po ng Sinpelco, sa Salay, dalawa po ba yung linya nyo doon?
Yes, sir. Okay. Turungan.
Turungan yung isa. Tapos isa saan po? Sa sentro.
Sa barangay po. Sa barangay.
Okay, correct. So, ito sa Salay. Okay, updated naman po. Kasi nung kopya namin is January. This January naman po, yung 30,700 sa January 2024 bill nyo, paid naman na po ito, no?
Paid na.
Okay, thank you po. So, ang average po ninyo na 30,000 per month, no? Na electric bill. Okay, thank you. Sa water expense, wala. Gasoline. Oh, saan yun? Okay, yung discretionary expense, ito po yung discretionary fund po ba ito ng punong barangay? Tama po? Okay, correct. Okay. Ito yung okay, at least 2% na discretionary expenses. Parang intelligence fund. Okay, correct. Okay. And alright. Ito, yung napansin din po namin, no, Kapitana dito, yung night patrol duty expense from yung actual noong 2022 na 48,000 hanggang noong 2023, 48,000. This year, zero na po. Anong ibig sabihin ng night patrol duty expense? Wala na po bang magpapatrolya ng gabi sa Barangay Salay?
Every night po, may patrol. Pero galing na po.
Ano si Kagawad? Committee ba mo ba ito, Kagawad?
Pero
yes,
pag may duty mga tanong, sir.
Okay, gamit yung microphone natin, Kagawad, kasi para ma-record natin.
Actually sir, kung sino po yung duty dati na kagawad, siya po yung gagastos ng paggabi ng mga tanods.
Talagang service. Oo. Akala ko kasi nawala kasi wala na pong duty dyan. Meron pa po pa. Thank you so much po. And
Mayroon pa, sir.
Ay yes, sige po Kagawad.
Magkagusto yung dagdagan ito.
Hanap po tayo dito ng sources of income. Sino? Mamaya yung records nyo. Mamaya yung records nyo. Oo. Okay, so any other questions po, my dear colleagues, sa MOOE na pondo po ng ating barangay? Wala na po. Punta na. Ayun, sige po. Councilor Juvie.
Sa drugs and medicine expenses, dati po mayroong noong 2022, but wala na sa ngayon, Kapitana. Hindi na kayo nag-purchase.
Nag-purchase pa rin, pero nasa senior citizen.
Sa senior nyo na binigay.
Senior pa sa parang naka-allocate din.
Sa senior fund. So dito sa ano nyo wala, senior fund.
Yung 1%.
Nilagay na daw sa senior kaya wala na sila. Okay.
Thank you, Councilor Juvie. That's a very good question, no? Kasi oo nga, no? Hindi ko nakita yung drugs and medicines, eh. Importante po talaga dito, no? Okay, so wala na questions sa MOOE. Let's go to capital outlay. Ito. Yes, Councilor Joel Meneses po, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kailan na-purchase itong yung service? Kailan na-purchase yun? 2019. Kasi kung kailan tatanong spinoche, yung maintenance fee is 70,000. 70,000 ang pababa ng pababa. Nung di man kong babaya, di man kong dagay sa expenses. Sa ito po, so pare po incumbent barangay Kagawad. Ano yung pinurtisyo? Branyo o sikahan? Sikahan. Kaya na yung pangalit saya. 750, sikahan. Antong unit, antong brand. Side brand yun na L300, sama niya taon. I think it is only saving 650,000. Brand new. Ha? Mampromulita na mas mamura. Aki magkwalitat, hindi man siko na, mabli, side brand new, aki mamura.
Sir, actually sir, may video disallowance kami luwarin na ni COA. Pero i-reduce naman sir, so pagkakaalam ko, napunta kami po ng San Fernando noon. Opo, kasi dumaan po sa supplier pa sir.
At least allowance kayo, bigyan rin at mahalo niya price to.
Terserah Ay, ako na nabatan niya ko si Jose Raso makatagal
Sa model niya, ang model. Kasi mga minsan, sa Boylbara na yan,
I think, sir, model 2010.
2010, pinurchase yung
May prison dati, sir, ako na natandaan.
At yung posisyon, 2019. 19, almost.
Kasi I think 2018, tresurera kasi pag-upo lang namin po noon na bago kami kagawad.
8 years, say amount ko siguro, mga 300,000 wala.
Ang pagkakaalam ko, sir, nung na-reduce 350 ata, tresurera, alam mo yan siguro, kasi si tresurera yung may on yan, sir.
Kasi nga, umamat sa may estimate ko, pumunta na, doktor, kapag pero approximately, at ang 300 to 350,000. Pero, ano ang kondisyon? At mo maminsan, akin, sa tupot ko, akin sa barangay mo, dyan barangay, akin makasali ng paranyo.
Karagbilan and requested si kayo, sir.
Sa tupot ko dyan, sa iman, akin makasali ng paranyo yung luganan, kaya natin si Duman. Ang tinaso.
I cannot comment on that, Your Honor. Kasi discretion nila po.
Kasi sa paranyo, 700,000. Sa nagsunod niya ilon, doon lang pa, iman. Saan tumag-ilon siguro, doon lang pa, di ba? Piyara total, siguro doon lang pa, government to government mo. Siguro sa 5 years, nasa sa annual interest total siguro, mga 3% o 4% annually. Mas sa gisyo ko, mga ito yung lugaran nyo, brand nyo nga, ilong nyo lang pa, sa supplier. Kasi sa supplier, 200% subukan sa pera man siya binayaran.
Kino-sikilay pa na lang manalin, sir.
Ano mo ka? Ano sa atin ito ko yun? Ang ito ko ba? Tigaran ito yung binayaran nila. 1 year niya, kailangan na yung video. Almost, how many percent? 350,000. So, inalaman nakuha. Kaya rin Kristo, kaya rin ang malam mo sa amin.
Umabot na yun, sir, 750.
Imagine 750, how many percent? How many percent? 350, so value, ipagvalue na kuha, sikat ito may nagpruban na kuha, yaman kuha. Imabot yan, imabot na 700,000. How many percent? 200% or what?
Yes, may we ask Kagawa to answer?
Sir, may salita lang ni Your Honor. Nang kuha kami at sa may 750, actually, sa non-session kami di Kapitan Kampot, pero na-reduce naman, I think, mga 350 labat, sir, sa binayaran rin.
At ito po 350 plus interest.
Wala pong interest po yun.
Wala
pong interest.
Pero magkasitay ko 700,000.
Yun po.
Kasi,
kayo ng Kapitan Kampot, medyo excited mo, bakla kami na lugaran na sa sir.
Ay, grabe naman ang kita ng supplier. May hidden na agreement dyan. Ay, paging naging
Ay, wala po.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Joe. Let's avoid mentioning names na wala dito, that they cannot defend themselves, no? Alright, so let's proceed. Any other questions po on MOE? If not, let's proceed to capital outlay, no? Okay, we see here po, yung sa capital outlay nyo, equipment purchase of additional CCTVs worth 120,000. This is different pa from your sub 20% development fund. Alright. Okay, ilang CCTV po ito, Kapitana? May CCTV plus yung postelaya, pati Arami wire to, and TV monitor, or as in CCTV laban? Mga ilan pong units kaya ito?
No, Pigara may may 100 estimated nila.
Kung ilan yung makasya po. Sige, so 120,000. Ilan po ba?
Mga ilan po ba to?
Ilan,
I guess, Councilor Joey.
ilan, bigaran na CCTV na.
Idadagdag natin.
Ha?
Idadagdag
Oh, yung tanong, ilang piraso? Yung worth 100.
Hindi namin alam kung ilang piraso basta pinagbuhan muna namin ng 120. If ever na either than that, ano naman dito po sa
face naman. Pero mali mo, ito yung depende at kasi CCTV. Kasi wala nang CCTV, gawa tumatong ako sa drone.
Ay, malinaw may CCTV na sa akin. Sir, maraming CCTV na sa akin.
Bakit mo dala na eh?
Ilan naman ang budget? Ay, tingnan yung CCTV na
14 lang.
Ilan mo na?
Crossing ng Salay, one boundary.
Sinatin, ating balat na mga may firing incident at Gumuan Dilo sa may Amartong, Imarap de Bali na Mardan. Natatimawag sa police station siya. Diya ako sa rangay CCTV. Lugnog na ako nga ito yung paggamit. Kasi private ko yan ako.
Your Honor, aman kaibagan sa aman niya ng requestan na polis maganda niya ay ang dagubat yan. Review naman sa CCTV. Apadalan ni Max.
Ina sa na-review mo sana agit. Ang tinawag na timawag ko lang sa baba.
Hindi, paano ako na kayo nakawagan na siya?
Kapag daya, review ko sa may personal CCTV. Kung ang meeting area na sa sila. Kung ang kubalo ko lang nagsubaan na ako.
Pag actually sir, may CCTV min arom asing gerti manut kulay abong yung. Oh sir. Dan sarang tuwag lang ipagmalagi may CCTV ba sir na aramay hold up na 7-11 last year. Di Mandara abak track at barangay Salay. Katunara ni Kara Coroneta.
Alright, so...
Pag-ako lang na sir, solitis naman.
So thank you po Mr. Joel, thank you po Barangay Council. Any other questions po? It has been clarified already, and again, we emphasize on the need to supplemental na lang. Yeah, so we can have this approved, supplemental yun lang may additional, but we make sure that in the 2025, ipilayo lamay. So once this is approved, no? Pwede na po kayo mag-supplemental ng additional funding po ninyo. Okay? Tapos na tayo sa barangay. Any other questions for barangay so that we can proceed to the SP fund? Ay, yes, question. Councilor John Cabrera.
The ordinance authorizing the Puno Barangay to use savings for augmentation purposes.
Thank you, Councilor Cabrera. So, itong ordinance number 2 ninyo, we will not be hearing this. Yung budget nyo lang po, no? So, this will not be considered approved, no? Kasi po, ang nasa communication lang po namin ay yung annual budget nyo and your AIP, no? But your ordinance number 2 po is, we will have to check it because there may be some problems. Kasi parehas nung ano po, no? Okay, let's proceed po to the SK. SK, can you present with us po your... yes. SBC. Yes, you're recognized.
Insofar as their separate ordinance for the authorization for the use of savings. In our case, we are incorporating that in our annual budget. My Agency Carafounder separate ordinance, and we will not tackle that as what we call a check person. Ang calendar, minsan the honorable members of this august body walay reservation na on the separate ordinance sa paano mapaliriya yan. Sa Kapulaki, we are incorporating this provision sa mga annual budget. So, you might as well incorporate that in your future appropriation ordinance. Tapiano, may makapila sa may nireview na sa isang guni ang bayan. Tani, kasi palit manay at si Kuan na local finance committee dapat incorporate niya. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, SB Sen. So yun po, pakitake note na naman po. Let's proceed to the SB Fund. Just give us a brief background nung portfolio nyo. You may proceed, SB Sen. Ang tura may panggastosan nyo.
Katulad po, una po namin is governance po. For the legislative meeting, yung 10,000 po, para po sa amin sa tuwing mag-meeting po kami may allowance po.
Okay, proceed tayo dun sa 111,000 na purchase of SK office equipment, supplies, and uniform. Anong gagawin nyo dun? Parang maganda naman natin office nyo. Anong gagawin nyo dun sa... Saan ba yung office nyo dun?
Sa may tax na po parang ganun.
Okay. And yung estimated 111,000 po na namin is ibibili po namin ng supply for pre-printing po, and then another PC po na magagamit ng kabataan para po pag pupunta po sa barangay may gagamitin po silang computer. May computer kayo doon? Sa barangay?
Wala po.
So kukuha kayo doon ng pamili?
Ano namin.
Okay, question. Nasa SK Council ba ang cheque ng SK?
Opo.
Yes or no? Nasa inyo ha? Okay, very good. Wala sa supplier? Wala. Okay, very good. I'm just making sure. Ha? Okay, next. Ito, sports equipment nyo, 100,000. Bakit nandito, implementation period, December lang kayo magpapaliga? Uubusin ninyo ang 100,000 sa isang buwan lang? Look at your page 6. Mauubos ninyo ang 100,000 sa isang buwan lang. Yung period of implementation, December lang. Ito, purchase of sports equipment. Bibili nyo lahat yan sa isang buwan. Page 6. Ano na may naalala ko dito yung isang buwan? Ilang araw lang ka 100. Ay, sorry. Okay, siguro, iyasin nyo to. Hindi lang naman siguro kayo sa December. And iayos nyo na lang to, no? Kasi, kung titignan mo yan, isang 100,000, ha? Yes, Councilor Jose. Sa page 3.
Hindi, yung talagang MOO nyo talaga, sa page 3, is this normal, regular, yung sa reproductive health, adolescent, sexual health program? Bibili kayo ng pills and condoms.
Nagdi-distribute kayo?
Wala pa po sa ngayon.
Hindi ba, is there an intention to distribute pills? So this was discussed previously?
Discussed what we discussed before in the other barangays. Format down like
sa DILG.
Format. Hirap, no? Kasi sinabi talaga ng DILG na
So, yes, thank you. Ma'am, may we ask na there is a certain, sa ibang barangay, nag-allocate sila ng certain percentage for reproductive health, HIV fund, if I may. That's HIV fund, no? I think that was mandatory before. I think na question, naalala ko, yung tanong ni Councilor Leward na mahal kayo kondom. No? So, there was a certain order before, no? So, the question siguro ay ilang barangay yun last year, no? Okay. Anyway, just to save time, no, siguro because may 4 na barangay na nasa baba ko nag-aantay. Siguro ang question ni Councilor Joseph, are you really going to buy pills and condoms to be given to the youth of Salay?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay, buong taon, 10,000. 10,000. Ilang kondom to? Ilang kondom, ilang pills to? Depende sa ama. Thank you, Councilor. Okay, sige. Alright. Okay, sige. Sorry, may we ask, Chairman, sige, may we ask, ano yung basis nyo doon? Ano yung basis ninyo for allocating 10,000 pesos na to purchase contraceptives such as pills and condoms?
Po, Your Honor, kasi po yung marami po kaming nakikitang kabataan na bubuntis.
Teenage pregnancy. Yes, Councilor.
Bukas ng populasyon dun sa Lilis and then another
Yes.
Another group.
Yes, before we proceed, yes, Councilor Joel.
Yung nakikita nyo ng mga bata pa, na buntis na sila. May asawa ba yun o wala?
Parang single mother, tapos bubuntis and iwan.
Single mother. Ang dami naman, ilan bang ganyan sa pag-isawa? Saan ba na dyan?
Okay, okay. Sige. Nasagot ba yung question, Councilor? Okay. Silence. Silence po. Okay. Okay, habang pinag-iisipan nyo, may follow-up question, Councilor Juby Friante.
Dito sa itong health, distribute ng pills, ng condoms, depende siguro sa community health at kabataan. Nung bigyan sa purchase ito yung condoms or pills at kabataan, at sa amin pag-survey yun, na siya paso magagamit yung condoms or pills.
Correct.
Alam sa amin, 10,000 yung i-purchase yun namin kasi whole year yan sa 10,000. So na siya paman sa survey yun, yung gagamit yung condoms and pills, ang mga sweet na laban. Kasi bali may 10,000. Tama po. Yun po yung tama.
Tama. Okay, thank you. That's coming from a registered pharmacist, no? Kasi, syempre, nakanisay, pill sa Itario, good for 5 days lang pala. Kulang, di ba? So, mag-survey din kayo kung ano ba talaga, no? So, that's my question also. Ano yung basis? Baka naman mas maraming babae ang kailangan ng pills than condoms, right? Okay. So, any other questions dito sa pondo po ng SK? Meron kayong ano yes, Councilor Joel.
Paano ito no? Ugalti sa may pills. Pills. Paano ito no? Nag-take na pills, 3 months ko na. Adi, makukunan, di kasalanan niya yun. Parang di na hospital nila. Di ba, panutunok man. Eh, basta kayo makita. Na pills. 2 months, break na ka. O di mo umtul, magmamaliw ulo sa abnormal sa abnormal na po. Mesti di ba magiging abnormal yung pag nag-test? Paano yan? Paano kayo magbibigay? Yan ang tanong. Hindi basta kayo magbigay. Di ba? Suka, ano ba? Wala naman susukat.
Yes. Alright, question. Silence. Silence po para marinig po natin ang answer. Very short answer lang sa question.
Ang problema, magka-problema tayo barangay. Mayroon ng hospital ni, ipatito kasi magpadala.
Alright.
So,
okay, so I think you can seek help sa mga PHWB, sa mga PUI. Alright, sige. Ako, last question na lang, no? May nakita kami dito sa page 9 ninyo, no? May inallocate kayo na emergency/calamity fund amounting to 30,000 pesos. Ang sabi niyo dito, bibili kayo ng canned goods, rice, noodles, etc. Hindi ba ito redundancy na kasi meron ng budget ng barangay? May we seek guidance po from our DILG if is there parang magiging redundancy of expenditure po ba ito, ma'am, Catherine? Kasi may budget ng barangay disaster risk. Now this SK, they're allocating another 30,000 for their provide relief goods during calamity, emergency calamity fund. Under page 9.
Sa lahat, my name is Catherine Velasquez. In behalf of Mamayan po. So doon naman po sa sinasabi niyo pong redundant is hindi ko pa kasi nakita yung annual budget po nila kung nakalagay din po doon. Nakalagay po ba na magbibigay din sa salary po, mayroon po sila quick response fund po ng 30%. Yes, na nakalagay po doon na number of relief goods. URF. URF. Nakalagay po doon. Ito po.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa nakalagay din po siya.
Pre-disaster.
Sa tingin niyo po, kapag nagkaroon ng bagyo po at or any calamities, enough po yung inyong fund, URF fund. So, that answered the question.
So, anong...
Pero yung
so the answer is, they're allowed to do that, ma'am.
Kasi po,
Alright,
naman
okay.
po eh. Pero yung nagano po ako dun sa legal basis po, pangalawa po, una po kasi kung CFLGA, Child-Friendly Local Governance, na-review ko po, 15 po ang teenage pregnancy. So lahat po yung, yan po ang report tag-issue. So yung lahat ng 15 na yun is sasalay lahat. Kasi sabi nila ang dami. Salay po ba lahat?
That's based on the data, not ang teenage pregnancy.
Saan po yung data po nila na malaki ang kanilang po. Parang, pero ang basis ko po kasi is ang issue.
Okay, our issue data.
Opo.
15 na tao lang.
15 na po yun.
15 ang nabuntis.
Pero hindi ko alam kung saan barangay po yung kasi hindi specified.
Hindi specified. Sa buong.
Yung mabong.
Hindi sinabi ko sa ang barangay.
Oo. Kaya po yung...
The reason why...
Yes,
kaya po ano po yung...
The reason why I brought this up, kagaya ni chairman, kukuha pa ka, komportable ka ba na mag-distribute mismo ng condoms, pills? Would you rather na ikaw yung chairman ng kabataan, para kang nag-encourage na mag-jira na lang kayo, pasaway patulog siya. Mali. Mali. You didn't even see the absurdity of you distributing condoms and pills. Nag-promote ka ng promiscuity. Would you rather, as the youth leader of Salay, tell your constituents na kunahin sa pag-aaral. Ako yung dito, let's organize some basketball events. There are choices na kung wag ka mo ng relationship, or if ever, talagang kasi mga 18 na above yun. Kasi pag 18 below, tapos mag-distribute ka ng mga ganyan, you'll be parang in cahoots with these people kasi di pa talaga pwede child abuse yun. Ngayon, would you rather na yung, well, nandiyan na yan kasi it is something, a template that we can consider in the next preparation of the budget na yung mga yan, i-refer mo na lang sa RHU if ever, and then provide some parang alternatives na talagang maiiwasan yung mga teenage pregnancies na yan. Yun na naman ang mga points ko kasi naka-indicate sa budget mo, i-distribute kayo ng condoms sa pills. It's in bad taste, Chairman. Yun lang naman.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yes, thank you, Councilor Joseph. Thank you to our DLG. And also thank you to Councilor Joel. Yes, may I acknowledge our SB Secretary?
Say, with due respect to the SB Council, hindi nagagawaan because my local is a speaker person. Hindi nagagawaan man-kukukyaan nila na plans na. My advice is, may i-focus yun about youth development. But we cannot blame them under the Skill Reform Act that i-encourage to mag-iray skill yung manggawa na gabaitan plan amay gabaitan gawa doon. Insan amay distribution of pills na araramay condoms. But sa kita ng proyekto na barangay ng Saman, di budget sa barangay kay pinay uraratan so purchase of pills, condoms, wato. Natan, I would like to believe yung ipadagdalan sa kuni ang kabataan. Iraratan niya yan. At siguro, tuputan tayo matang dahil ginami. Sa ibang muna naman, pagkukupyahan nila. Plans na, plans and projects. Ay papas dapat may tinmatingan na plano dapat sa Skill Reform Act. Yeah, they're allowed. Yeah, man is crow, may manunod na anggan ang puta na gawang da. For so long that it is not in violation of the law. Katon, balot, sa advice ko sa kunyang kabataan, i-focus yun na pa. May programs and projects yun at sa may youth-related activities. Isan as much may observation ng Councilor Alden Liman, yung sa rin yung may pagpagod at mundo at sports and battle. Siguro, kanunod kami nito. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you po. Any other questions sa SK before we proceed? Yes, Councilor Christopher Romero. You're recognized.
Yung napansin ni Councilor Alden yung purchase of equipment, yung 100,000, yung sa sports clinic and renovation of sports facilities, ang nilagay nyo lang dito is 10,000. Para sa ganon, kasi maganda din ito, sports clinic. At hindi ako maniniwala na yung sports clinic and renovation of sports facilities is 10,000 lang. So, ang gawin mo na lang, yung ibang photo dito, ilagay mo na lang dito sa renovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Dover. So, we heard the suggestion, SK Chair, narinig mo yung suggestions ng mga committee. We will be, I personally will be submitting my committee report during our regular session sa Friday. So, hopefully, by Friday, you submit the suggestions to the sanggunian.
yung advice i-revise nila isipan nyo mabuti, no? I know baka nagkaroon lang ng technical error. Especially sa sahod, personal services. Na 25% pinuplit ko, parang mali ata yung computation ninyo, no? So, yung 19,200 per SK Kagawad, Secretary Treasurer nyo, i-correct nyo kung mali ako, kinompute ko, it should have been 21,333. Ibig sabihin, ang sahod na monthly, hindi 1,600, kundi 1,778, no? So, i-check nyo mabuti yun because ito yung i-approve kasi namin. So, pag in-approve namin in whole, to, it means dapat pati ito tama na. Ha? So, yun yung i-consider ninyo mabuti. And with that, do we have any other questions? We have 4 other barangays waiting po sa baba. With that, what is the pleasure of the Vice Chair of the Committee on Appropriations regarding the 2024 annual budget of Barangay Salay?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, my colleagues, I respectfully move that a resolution of annual budget of Barangay Salay in the amount of 7.
Ay, sorry. What is the motion request? So, in-automatic ko na. Pagkita na.
So, would you want your budget is approved?
We are appealing our
there is a, thank you, Aminana, there is a request po. Councilor Juby,
Dami question, yung pala nagmamadali kami sa bandang muli.
Is your consent be taken or are you willing to?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, my colleagues.
I move for your approval.
Councilor Juby? Yes.
Okay. I respectfully move for resolution authorizing the 2024 annual budget of Barangay Salay in the amount of 7,681,059 pesos, operating for their operation covering the fiscal year 2024, as well as their approving their annual investment plan be approved in the committee level.
With the favorable response and insights and opinions from our local finance committee as well as from the members of the committee, and with the request of the Barangay Council headed by Punong Barangay Siliduanan Ling, it has been moved by Councilor Juby Friade that the 7,681,059 pesos budget for 2024 of Barangay Salay be approved. Are there any objections? Hearing none, this budget is now approved under committee level. Congratulations, sir.